This devotion is based on Psalm 51, and Psalm 51 is one of the all-time well-known and favourite psalms. And it is a classic example of when we are looking for words for when we need to pray something and we might not find the words. This is an absolute ripper for that, especially when we're seeking God's mercy, especially when we are seeking his forgiveness. I actually pray the first two verses of Psalm 51 every Sunday morning when I come to the church office early to pray and prepare for the church service ahead. I always come down on my knees and I pray these first two verses because I need God's mercy every day, especially on Sunday. But it is written for someone who has sinned, and they're beautiful words seeking confession and mercy. But the thing is, we all need mercy, whether we've sinned or not, because mercy is about God's hand to the poor and the needy. I've heard the definition, grace is God's gift to the undeserved, and mercy is withholding the punishment to the deserved. But mercy is more than that. It's God's hand of action to anyone and everyone who is in need, and we are also called to exercise mercy. When you forget you need mercy, you're in trouble. When you think yourself sufficient, you're in real trouble. So verse 3 to 6, after those first two verses, he understands the depth of his sin, how deep it runs. He says, I know my transgressions against I know my transgressions. He says, against you and you only have I sinned. He says, I was sinful from birth. He knows it runs deep and he deals with it deeply. He doesn't skate over it. It's not cheap grace, it's deep grace. And then verse 10 to 12 is the classic, to me, words of prayer that we can use. Whether you're the sinner, whether you're defeated, discouraged, it's good words for you. And I just want to highlight three things he asked for in this prayer. He asked for a steadfast spirit to be focused and faithful with God. He asked for joy to be in touch with God's rescue, and he asks for a willing spirit to have the energy and desire to please God. So keep this psalm in your toolbox. It's a ripper, and it gives us awesome words to pray when we need mercy.